seat. Taser, taser, taser. Get your hands behind your back. Get your hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. Get your hands behind your back.
Officer Harris then arrives and goes into the store.
Do you need him to leave?
Yeah, I don't want to come out.
The man claims he was assaulted by multiple people, and outside he points across the street. That's where Tyron is walking.
You're alleging he assaulted you. Do you want him to go to jail?
Yes. He put his hands on me. I felt violent, and he was pushing me outside the door, and he was standing outside the door opening it saying,
why didn't you wait here?
Early in the morning on August 19th, 2024, officers Harris and Sue had been responding to a trespassing call at a Circle K gas station near Indian School Road and 12th Street in Maricopa County, Arizona. Body cam footage shows one of the officers questioning the man they were called to remove from the store. The trespasser claimed he had been punched by someone who tried to steal his bike and pointed out McAlpin across the street. The officer spoke to no other witnesses, nor did he remove the man from the premises, which was the basis for the initial police call. He got into his car and dashed across the street. Tyron, a 34-year-old deaf man with cerebral palsy, with no previous criminal history. Tyron McAlpin, a father, was walking home after leaving the convenience store when he was wrongfully identified as being involved in an altercation and attacked by overzealous police officers. Body camera footage from that day shows Phoenix police officers pulling into a parking lot where Tyron is walking. The officers call out to him from their car window, asking him to stop. But because Tyron is deaf, he was unable to hear their request. Further corroboration of the unnecessary and rapid escalation is provided by surveillance footage from a nearby business showing the police car driving up to McAlpin. Within seconds, an officer gets out of the car and lunges toward McAlpin. Almost instantly, McAlpin raises his arms up. Less than a second after that, both the officer and McAlpin are tangled in a brawl. A second officer comes to help pin McAlpin on the ground face down, but McAlpin's right hand is still in front of his body. The officers begin punching Tyron. As they continue to strike Tyron in the head and tase him, he collapsed onto his stomach, his hands folded at his side, screaming, still unaware why police had stopped him in the first place. "Put your hands behind your back," the first officer shouts to the deaf man. "Hands behind your back now." When McAlpin doesn't comply and lifts his head slightly, the other officer punches his head down. Officer Harris tases McAlpin 4 times before he is handcuffed and taken away.
As other officers investigate, they continue to learn that what this guy claimed was false. In fact, back at the store, Circle K employees say he also got into a fight the night before with someone else.
He got into it with somebody in the parking lot.
The white dude.
The white dude got into it with somebody in the parking lot. That person hit him in the face and busted his face open. So he bled, the one that made the complaint today.
Yeah, because we could see when she showed up, you could see the blood on his clothes.
Okay, that was from last night.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, because the one with the black guy today, they didn't even fight. I don't even think that he threw a punch.
They were doing the boxing stuff,
but they never did make contact. No, that they didn't. I'm telling you, we were all standing right here. The guy told him to leave. Like, we were telling him to leave, the white guy wouldn't listen. At all.
Right, that's what she was telling me.
Wouldn't listen. So then the black guy was like, "Hey man, leave.
This employee clarified Tyron was actually motioning at the guy to leave.
So she was to leave with his hands because he cannot talk.
The workers say people at the store know he lives nearby and comes often.
He always stands at the door and opens the doors for people. Got here, the black guy was here opening doors for everybody.
And that's his usual routine?
Yeah, he does that every day.
If only Officer Harris had bothered to ask the store employees before rushing to confront Mr. McAlpin, Maricopa County may have avoided a lawsuit. At one point, the officers described their injuries from the confrontation. "I think I broke my hand," the first officer says. "Did he bite you?" "Yeah," the second officer replied. McAlpin's wife, later identified as Jessica Ulashek, appears on the scene minutes later. The body camera footage shows, telling the officers her husband has cerebral palsy, a condition that affects movement and coordination. The body camera footage shows fire department medics responding and assessing McAlpin while he lay on the ground. The police incident report indicated he was taken by ambulance to a hospital for precautionary measures. Tyron McAlpin, 34, was charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault and 1 count of resisting arrest related to the incident. I had an investigator interview employees who were on shift that morning, and they all said they know Tyron, his lawyer told reporters, adding, "He's a very sweet man who really likes people and is a very helpful person. He was there to the convenience store that morning and opening the door for people. He comes in frequently there, and he comes in and buys a drink for his girlfriend. He's an innocent man." It was early September 2024, nearly 24 days after he'd been punched, pummeled, and tased by 2 Phoenix police officers after walking out of a convenience store, then arrested and accused of not obeying officers' verbal commands and assault, the latter charge stemming, according to his lawyers, from a hand injury one of the officers sustained as a result of having beaten him too hard. Afterward, Tyron was taken to Lower Buckeye Jail, where he was charged with 2 felonies and a misdemeanor, and his bail was set at $6,500, which he could not afford. Because staff at the correctional facility did not understand American Sign Language, they locked him inside a single-cell unit in the medical ward, where, kept alone, Tyron was unable to gain access to his lawyer or speak with family. During that time, he wasn't informed that he was receiving visitors, nor was he able to coordinate his defense because of the communication barrier. By the time prosecutors decided to drop all charges against Tyron 2 months later, he was still struggling to overcome the physical and psychological effects of what had taken place, both on the day of his arrest and in the subsequent weeks that followed. Jesse Showalter, McAlpin's attorney, criticized Phoenix for referring charges to the prosecutor's office, saying it was a move to limit potential damage to the city. "I believe they brought these charges not because they believed that any crime had been committed, but because they wanted to cover themselves from civil liability for the assault on Tyron McAlpin," he said. "And so I'm very grateful to hear that Rachel Mitchell has done the right thing, and I know that she made an independent decision based on the evidence." Video footage shows officers Benjamin Harris and Kyle Sue punching and using a stun gun on Tyron McAlpin. The release of this footage, shown at a court hearing in McAlpin's case on October 1, prompted public concern, criticism from local leaders, and national attention. McAlpin faced aggravated assault and resisting arrest charges. "I promised I would personally review the case, including a large volume of video recordings, police reports, and other materials that have been forwarded to my office," Maricopa County Attorney Rachel Mitchell said in a statement Thursday. "I have now completed my review and have made the decision to dismiss all remaining charges against Mr. McAlpin." Daryl Kriplein, president of the Phoenix Law Enforcement Association, the city's police union, released a statement that was critical of Mitchell's decision and defended the officers' actions, saying they were defending themselves. In an incident report, Harris said McAlpin swung at him and bit Sue. "We are appalled at the decision by Maricopa County Attorney Rachel Mitchell to dismiss the charges against Mr. McAlpin," he said. At no time did Mr. McAlpin convey to them that he was hearing impaired or suffered from cerebral palsy. Tyron has recently learned that the officers responsible for arresting him have been placed on paid administrative leave while an internal investigation into their conduct continues. "I think the larger problem that this points to is that in the city of Phoenix, officers are able to do this without any accountability. They're able to do it with impunity," Tyron's lawyer said to reporters. When announcing the internal investigation, the chief of the Phoenix Police Department said in a statement, "There are many who are concerned after seeing the video of officers' interaction with a man they later learned was disabled. I recognize the video is disturbing and raises a lot of questions. I want to assure the community we will get answers to those questions." Tyron McAlpin's case comes on the heels of a United States Department of Justice investigation released in June 2024, which revealed that the Phoenix Police Department routinely discriminates and uses excessive force against Black and other minority groups, and separate news reports, released in August, which found that the Maricopa County jails have an in-custody mortality rate that is more than 4 times higher than the national average. My final thoughts to the Phoenix Police: you need to do better.
Hey, buddy, stop where you're at. Have a seat. Taser, taser, taser. Get your hands behind your back. Get your hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. Get your hands behind your back. Hold them. Move, move. Hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. All three X-ray taser deploy more units. Hand behind your back. Hand behind your back. One more. Hand behind your back. More. Hand behind your back. You're gonna hit. Hand behind your back. Hand behind your back. Now. Hand behind your back. Stand by. Search. Other side. Hi. We're good now, thanks. Ah, fuck. All right, stand them up. Hey, get up. Stand up. He's not being combative, he just doesn't want to go in the car.
My husband, he was on the phone with me.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, he's under arrest for assault on a police officer.
What happened?
He assaulted somebody at the Circle K. You can wait over there, I'll tell you right about it in a little bit.
I've been on the phone with him the whole time. He didn't assault nobody.
Okay.
Well, he did now.
Well, he did now.
You guys are messing with him and he's got a disability.
Unlock your car, bro.
You guys are messing with him for no reason.
What kind of disabilities do you have?
He's deaf and he's got cerebral palsy.
Okay.
And I've been on the phone with him since Circle K.
How is he deaf if you've been on the phone?
Because I know sign language, that's why. I signed to him.
What kind of medical condition do you have?
You guys are messing with him for no reason.
Got a bag?
I've been on the phone with him since Circle K.
Okay.
You guys went in there because some guy was fucking with him at Circle K. And you guys arrested him? I've been on the phone with him the whole time. You guys are bogus.
All right.
Y'all wrong. And y'all tased him?
Yep.
Y'all wrong.
Yep, it's because he assaulted me.
He also bit me.
All right.
You can just leave it on the side for now. I don't know how he's going to be.
Y'all keep messing with him for no reason. And he's got a disability. Y'all shot him several times.
Oh, in the back somewhere.
And he tased him.
Say something?
Yeah, he bit Sue.
I did this, I can't remember.
Somewhere through X-ray. You have fire 20 coming, right? Okay, there might be some intoxication of some sort. Can you tell them to step it up, please?
He has a disability.
Yeah.
I'm here, babe.
Oh, good.
I'm here.
Ma'am, hey, ma'am, over there on the sidewalk, or you're going to go to jail. Over there on the sidewalk. Back up more.
I am
See
back
that line in front of you?
I am back
That's good. Thank you very much. If you come over here across that line, you're going to be arrested. Do you understand? Okay, you've received a warning. I'm gonna assume you understand. 03 X-ray fires 23.